You may be familiar with award-winning entrepreneur, educator, music industry, and social media specialist Damien. He coined his 21-day plan in this video here and linked in the description. I'll break down what it is and my results from implementing his strategy. Damien, if you're watching this, I've gotten a ton of cool tips from your channel, so thanks for all you do, mate. I'll be sure to backlink to your channel and your Music Business Academy DKMBA. All right. Let's get into this. I had to start with the inputs, i.e. you need to start with some assets that you filmed and produced in order to put his plan into place. So from his listing, I had a mixed and mastered single, social banners, a behind the scenes video, single artwork, a press release, and a lyric video. What I didn't start out with was a giveaway prize, a photo shoot, an acoustic video, a collaboration video, an official music video, or performance video. At the start of implementing this challenge, I had 30 YouTube subscribers, 29 Spotify followers, and 20 Instagram followers. I'm gonna mainly be focusing on YouTube and Spotify. Day 1, starting out. This was all about making sure my social banners were complete for YouTube and Facebook. That's right, with an S. You need at least 2. One with the release date and one with the critical word now. For instance, new single out now. By this time, I also ensured my pre-save link was established. Day 2. Press and PR day. As much of writing as rewriting, I completed my press release earlier, but day 2 is probably the latest you want to wait to ensure your press release is written. Since mine was done, I contacted more folks on my blog or curator list. I say more because there's some media outlets I had worked with in the past that I contacted earlier, but I had already built a relationship with them. Otherwise, I would agree that waiting a little closer to your release date is to your benefit as a little known artist. There's no point in teasing something too early that your listeners do not have access to. I set aside about $250 for a small playlist push campaign to try and reach out to curators and blogs in my specific genre, as well as work with some of the manual labor myself in searching out context. I figured my music is similar to Ellie Holcomb, so I pitched myself from that angle with blogs, news outlets, and online magazines where she has been also featured. For that, I was able to get added to one playlist with about 2,300 followers, and the average time the curators keeps a song on there is 7 months. I also proofed my personal blog entry on my GeryahDingleMusic.com website and scheduled it to go live. There's no point in expecting others to write about you if you don't at least write about yourself. Day 3. Radio day. This is the day I dedicated to contacting local and community radio stations, as well as podcasts that fit my genre. I contacted 11 entries from my self-made media contact database I manage within Notion, but more on that in a separate video. I got one reply that stated the guitar gives the song too much of a country edge to the sound for their playlist, which I appreciated since they actually listened to the song and provided feedback. I did have some success on a same-day request with ChristianDance.eu and their New Music Friday CCM playlist. 245 followers, and their Christian Contemporary Music Weekly, which has 596 followers. My song would be marked for guaranteed placement. This means that the song will stay in the playlist for approximately 4 weeks so that you benefit from relevant Spotify algorithms. Day 4, teasers and trailers. One well-known tip to extend the life and excitement of your content is to create teasers and trailers for some of your longer form content. So this is when I ensured I completed those edits and scheduled on my socials. I also took today to make my Spotify Canvas loop to optimize my song for the platform. And Amazon recently-ish released a new feature that allows artists to pitch their song to its playlist, so I took advantage of that as well. Day 5 is for your ad assets. I'm a little familiar with Facebook ads from some of my previous music marketing campaigns. Here's an example of one of the ads I used to engage my target audience. But everything I learned about how to get started in Facebook ads for musicians, I learned from Andrew Southworth. So be sure to check out his channel because he has a ton of value to add. But if you're just looking for inspiration, check out the Meta Ad Library. It offers a comprehensive searchable collection of all ads currently running from across Meta technologies. If you want to see examples of the ads some artists you know are running, you can just check it out, and I'll link everything in the description. Day 6 through 8 are all about social media optimization, Spotify profile updates, and alignment. My main social platform is YouTube, which if you follow the Burst Demo music marketing channel, you might fall under the opinion that YouTube is one of the most difficult forums for new artists to gain traction from their music alone. Since YouTube is essentially a search engine, you need to provide valuable content to your viewers that enables you to show up in search and recommended videos. Instagram used to be a great place for organic reach, but TikTok has largely taken its place in that category. So while I have a presence on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I mainly focus on the two social platforms, YouTube and Instagram. This is the time I used to ensure my secondary platform, Instagram, was helping to engage new followers and not distract from my online presence, as well as update my Spotify artist bio. Day 9. This is when Damien recommends dropping the new artwork for your upcoming single and creating a new playlist on Spotify and posting about it. I already had playlists on Spotify that I've never posted about, so I decided to plug my Christian Music That Vibes playlist, add some new music to it, and post my artwork on YouTube community tab and an Instagram page. This is also when Damien recommends posting 5 Instagram stories a day leading to the release. Mind you, if you follow this method, you'll need to record a total of 25 stories. It's fine to leverage Reels or YouTube Shorts to do the same, which is what I did, to garner a little more organic reach. This is also the time to communicate with your folks in your corner and tell them exactly what day 1 actions you would like them to complete, which is to listen to your song in full and add it to a playlist with similar artists. This is what's really going to help boost your reach with the algorithm. Day 10 is all about building excitement. This is when you should release one of your teaser videos and post 5 more whatevers, stories, reels, or shorts. Short form content is king. So this is also when I changed my banners to the ones that have my release date on them. I released the teaser video for my behind the song as well. Today I also published my blog entry on my website, drydinglemusic.com, for Starting Over, titled, "After receiving UTR media support and collaborating with Nashville producer Steve Kinney, Geryah Dingle returns with Starting Over." I also applied for curation on another playlist with One Big Family. Day 11 is about making sure your ads are set up. By this time, you have already created your ad assets, the videos themselves. So now is the time to make sure you've got everything set up in enough time for the release. Mind you that a real person reviews your Facebook ads for compliance with their standards and policies, so you need to allow enough time for that process so you don't miss activating your ads on release date. For my ad set, I used this video and created a custom audience, and I set aside about $150 for my campaign and targeted females ages 20 to 50 living in Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, and New Zealand, the top countries for CCM or Christian Contemporary Music, who were interested in Spotify, Christian Contemporary Music, Bethel Music, Casting Crowns, Elevation Worship, Ellie Holcomb, Leland, Phil Wickham, and Switchfoot, which left me with an estimated audience size between 65 and 76,000 in these manual placements. Day 12 is about a teaser video and your folks. This is when you want to drop another teaser video and make sure you have a way of communicating with your inner circle on release date, a group chat or app or whatever. Whatever video you release, make sure it's somewhere between 15 and 30 seconds. I released a YouTube short called Things I Hate Starting Over, where I took a few funny pictures of me doing Jenga, a Rubik's Cube, and holding a piggy bank. I also uploaded it as a reel to my Instagram page. This was the most successful piece of short form content for the release, with a 9% click-through rate. Day 13 he calls Prep Day. This is when you prep yourself for release day, whether that be setting alarms or reminders to yourself or engaging one-on-one with your inner circle. This is the time where if you have both an official music video and a lyric video, he recommends releasing the lyric video. Since I normally don't invest in pricey music videos at this stage, I saved the lyric video release for the actual single release date, and instead I released 5 more pieces of short form content. I did release a lyric video preview with a vertical aspect ratio to help push the song a bit more the day before the release. Day 14 is release day. This is when you're supposed to check with your distributors and make sure that there are no issues with your release. For me, I use DistroKid, and I can easily see which stores my track has been delivered to, and you usually receive some type of confirmation email too. This is when you would also reach out to any press contacts and remind them that your release is out today, and make sure to set your ads to live. So this is when you provide hourly updates on the release and culminate with some type of live stream or event. For me, I premiered my lyric video video on YouTube and was in the live chat for my listeners to interact with me. If you've got more resources, then the sky's the limit on what you can achieve here. This is also when I updated my social banners from the release date to put out now. One spin I made on the release plan was to post a credits post for all those who contributed on this track. For Instagram, this was in the form of a carousel post with the album artwork and the credits slide, link in bio. I also submitted my song to playlist push curators. They don't push your song out until it's live on Spotify, so I needed to wait until release day for this action. Day 15, the morning after. This is when a lot of folks tend to lose steam, but Damien recommends you continue to release a series of videos. They don't have to be the exact ones he references, but you need to remain active. So this is when I updated my artist pick on Spotify to my new single and was supposed to post about a limited giveaway of some of my merch on the YouTube community tab. I didn't do the giveaway because I didn't get everything with my legal team sorted out for the terms and conditions to be cleared in time, but I have some set terms now that have been reviewed and will use them on a new release. Still, I ensured my song was pinned on all my social media platforms. Post-release, the video I posted was titled, "I Made This Song for My Baby Brother." Day 16 is when you release another video. He penciled in a collaboration video here. I have a video of me in the recording studio that I released on this day that has a sort of pop-up video style commentary called Postscript. Day 17 is when he recommends you post the behind the scenes video. I released the behind the song video and checked the status of the ads I had running and optimized where I could. This is also when you want to ensure you're sharing and resharing any shares of the track. Day 18 is when he recommends an acoustic video. I didn't have an acoustic video, so this is when I released the original demo of the song along with a bit of commentary about the meaning called Demo Diaries. Day 19 is all about more ad optimization. This is when I posted Just an Indie Singer-Songwriter sharing her music with the world, as well as another piece of short form content. Day 20 is when he recommends doing a live session and talking a bit in between songs about the release and how everything went down. This is the day I posted Starting Over on Ice as a way to keep the momentum going over on my YouTube channel. I didn't do the live stream, but want to incorporate one into my future single release plans. Day 21 is all about the thank yous. This is when you go back and thank everyone for supporting your new release because a little really goes a long way. You also want to analyze what went well and what could have been done better. That's part of the reason I made this video as a sort of after action review and to share my experience with the audience and other indie artists. So let's recap the results. During the selected dates, videos on my official YouTube artist channel got over 2,000 views with 528 unique viewers or new eyeballs checking out my content and 9 new subscribers. On Spotify, from the release date through the end of the 21-day plan, my song garnered 12 streams and 6 saves. However, if we fast forward to 1 month later, the song garnered 824 streams from 537 listeners with 78 saves and 15 playlist ads. To date, Starting Over is still my most successful release with almost 4,500 all-time streams. There wasn't anything I did that can't be replicated. I followed a set strategy, used my own equipment, and made good content using a great song while telling great stories that allowed my audience to get to know me. And if you think this was interesting, you need to check out this video for next steps in marketing your music. My name is Geryah Dingle. Please don't forget to subscribe for more tips to help you in your personal journey. There's also links in the description if you want to check out my latest music. Until next time, continue using your talents for good.
Crossing traffic and down, dodging aisles, solo company is a dog, running wild, every pinch stop.